Is this working? For some reason it's not popping up on my YouTube feed. Sorry, I'm just gonna be a minute. Okay, sorry about that. Oh boy. Yeah, this stream's probably not gonna last very long. I'm very tired. Oh, hey! Fokaya. I'm sorry, I cannot remember how to pronounce your name. So... Yeah, this run has been interesting. I've actually only died once, despite going through half of Iron Keep. In fact, that's where I died. Not to the enemies, but because I jumped off something and the game just gave me a really terrible jump, so I fell into the lava. Wonder... Okay. Right. Along nights. I was hoping that would aggro those two guys. Okay, see ya. Thank you for popping in. Oh, I assure you it won't be. Very tired. I've been playing way too much Lies of P. I've completely forgotten how to play this game. There we go, now I can fight her on my own. You know, good thing she didn't spawn where the Turtle Knight is, because that would have been bad. Forlorn, you cheater. Oh, I'll take the human effigy and a handful of souls. Which reminds me, I want to go to Soldier's Rest. I'm trying to figure out how I'm supposed to deal with those two Elan Knights, because as long as you can split them up, you're good. Okay, that's the first one of those. I will need, like, probably 3 throughout the run. Just thinking of what invaders are actually potentially dangerous. Funnily enough, Rockshield Balder might actually be. Just because he can, like, stop my healing and, you know, no armor, very low damage. Not exactly a good matchup if I don't have healing. But he's also kind of an idiot and he's really easy to backstab, so... There's an invader I'm trying to think of. It's just not coming to mind. I'm not gonna have to deal with Muldrin. Because there's no reason to. Oh, I just realized. That may have been the Forlorn that spawns behind the Turtle Knight, but he didn't break the bridge. So, she was able to get across. But yeah, maybe for a random Forlorn invasion. Not like normal Forlorn, the, Scythe version, because normal Forlorn is not a threat. Because, you know, it's normal Forlorn. Backstabber. Breaker Guard. Gonna have to take a redo on that one. I could kill that guy and then use this sort of as like a buffer for them. Wait for them to, you know, go back off into where they were before, and then I can hit one of them and come back to the ladder. It's kind of funny, like, those are definitely one of those enemies that, like, can kill new people really easily. I mean, I guess Elan Knights in general are that way, but, like, of every single Elan Knight in the game, that's the one I'm the most afraid of. Just because it's surrounded by these things, and if it hits one of them, they explode and deal fire damage. And worse yet, if you're close enough to get hit by it, like the explosion, then you get, instead of getting like flung or anything, you get stuck in a like staggered animation. But like, you know, the sort of headshot one where it takes a few seconds. And then it just burns you because fire is released from them. Learned my lesson from that the first time. What are you gonna do? You know, this is working out better than I thought. I am not used to seeing the plunging attack on those guys. It looks very funky when they get up. May have just been the angle, but looked pretty weird. It's cool how runs like these make you learn new things in the game. For example, I didn't know it was possible to lure those two knights before getting this guy. That was unfortunate. I think that worked pretty well. Somewhat. Hello, I am suffering through Iron Keep, which is to say it's where I got my first death. Not even to the enemies. I just, the game, like, screwed over one of my jumps. Because sometimes when you jump off stuff, you just get a bad jump, especially on, like, moving surfaces and uneven surfaces. But yeah, that's what happened. Oh, crap. Could you not? Really? Okay. You know, I guess I could fight him. Here. That's what I didn't want to happen. Could you not spam the most annoying attack you have? I have pure luck that I timed that. Yeah, I mean, it was a good idea getting that guy trapped up there, but, not that great of an idea. Okay. Thank you for wasting my time. Why did that guy stop shooting me? Oh, there we go. Wait, where is he? Can't even see him. Oh, okay. You know, maybe I should have just lured the Turtle Knight in here. Yep, this is what I was afraid of. How am I going to deal with the Turtle Knight and the Elan Knight at the same time? That works. Can you even... Oh, there he is. God damn it. I slightly miscalculated my roll and I went the wrong way. I tried to roll like along the beam. You know, this part of Iron Keep is fine. I don't mind this part. But it's this part that sucks. Like that small room. I guess I could just try to fight the knight on his own. I mean, like the turtle knight that's below the archer, like on the platform that drops into the lava. Then I wouldn't have to deal with the archer outright. Could you fall off again, please? Really? Could have sworn that was a Turtle Knight. Hmm. I really should have just done this the first time. This is dramatically easier. In fact, maybe I should outright stop pulling the lever when I go through this area. Tried to be a bit too greedy there. Here's a fun fact. For some reason, despite, you know, these guys being able to flatten you, they can't actually hit the buttons. And even though they're, like, you know, shown to break the floor earlier, the platform there that's, like, bent in. Now, I need to figure out a way to just aggro one of these guys. Magic. Because there's an Elan Knight over there that's kind of hiding between those two pillars. There he is. In case you're wondering why I'm not trying to use the button, I have in a few different times where I'm playing this game, and only like once was it ever successful because the platform drops a lot faster than you think. Let me check real quick. Just like trying to remember how to actually get down to them. I think there's a way down from. Okay, yeah. That staircase there, which you have to go up there, continue straight, across there, down there, down there, down there. Yeah, they're useless, pretty much, if I remember correctly. Or at least, like, there's stuff you can get elsewhere. I think there might be a pyromancy on one of the stones somewhere, though that might be out there instead. Yeah, so fire resistance, that's the most important part. Flash sweat, and also rolling in these barrels. These will soak you in water, which gives you a flat 300 damage bonus. Or 300, geez. Fire damage resistance bonus. And that's like a 30%. Also, the Mask of Pharaohs gives you the wet status. But since there are barrels there, you really, or urns, I guess, you really don't need to use it. And plus, that's a DLC item. I'm just thinking, I think the Hexer set, the Black Witch set, and Chaos set, those three have pretty good fire defense. And they're like light. Or at least some of the pieces have good fire defense. There's a small possibility that I forgot about the other night because I ran back into the main part. Are you kidding me? I just got sold. Did the Alon Knight jump off? I mean, he was fighting me. I can't blame him, but... Yep, looks like he did. Fraction of a second late on that one. Just when I remembered something about this, like... What was it? That there's like an easy way to get through that, but I can't seem to remember it now. I mean, obviously you can just wait, but I swear there was like a way to get through all of it without taking any damage. In just like one quick run. Reaching the ladder, that is, not reaching all the way past it. I mean, why would you want to go past the ladder? For the sake of convenience, I'm gonna grab the key so I can get the DLC key from like the lower part instead of jumping down. Yeah, so there's slight caveat. Technically, when you click the equipment slot, all of this stuff is equipment, but the run's literally impossible without this stuff. So, and I'm not going to go into my inventory and then click and use it every single time because that's just stupid. But yeah, it's literally impossible because of Smelter Demon and the aged Smelter Demon, because they deal constant AoE damage. Yes, well, not only healing wares. I'm allowed to use, stuff like Homeward Bones, Alluring Skulls, things that might boost like my resistance, such as thing I can't remember the name of. One's a fruit, common fruit, I think, that boosts poison resistance. Yeah. But I was thinking of Dark Churches. Repair powder is allowed. I don't need it. I'm not going to use it. I don't have anything to use it on. Seed of a Tree of Giants is allowed. Bonfire ascetics are allowed. Green blossoms, poison heals, etc. Flame butterflies are allowed because again they're required, and I'm also not fighting, or I wasn't going to fight the Duke's Freya with no torch while dealing low damage because the spiders respawn. But yeah, the torch is literally required in order to get the Garrison Ward key, which unlocks the coffin leading down to Frigid Outskirts. And also you have to light the 3 giant sconces in the Chasms of the Abyss to fight Dark Lurker. But yeah, so stuff like throwing knives, those are not allowed. Or fire bombs, for that matter. Just thought of something funny. Am I allowed to use, or am I allowed to give Rosabeth equipment? Because it's technically using equipment to get her to go somewhere, but I mean, obviously that's probably fine. And she is actually useful. She has, I'm trying to remember the name of the item. Or items. She sells the small burrs. Hello, my run is going alright, I'd say. 2 deaths so far. 13 bosses down, I believe. I'm gonna go get Rosabeth real quick.
Thank you. Oh, anything. Just...
There we go. So I guess I don't have to give her equipment, but I'm going to anyway, just for convenience.
Thank you. After I changed... but perhaps...
I'm pretty sure every single one of those is worth 500 souls, so that was kind of wasteful, but... I could have just given her gauntlets, or pants, or the chest plate, or the helmet, but... I never actually properly dress her up. Yeah, Smelter can be very difficult for new players, especially with the run-up. Actually, that was the most recent boss I defeated, and it went pretty well. I think I ended up getting hit 2, maybe 3 times throughout the whole fight, and I fought him for like 9.5 minutes straight. Technically, like the constant AoE he does in Phase 2, where if you're near him you take damage, that does actually count as a hit. Oh, stuck. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to insinuate anything like that. But yeah, so Shock and Awe, when you fight him for 9.5 minutes, even if you only get hit like a few times, completely destroys your Estus. I had 11 plus 5 Estus, as I do now, and he ended up using all of it. Okay. Just gonna wait for... Actually, you know what? I think I deal high enough damage that I can just kill these guys easily. Yep. Hello, JD. Welcome to the stream. Oh, I hate these guys so much. You know, that is a lot easier than running down from the top. Also, I need to get a clip of that. Oh right, they climb. I forgot about that. Well, sometimes. They're kind of brain dead. Sometimes they'll do it, sometimes they won't. You better not. He missed. Yeah, I play this game so much I thought it was about time to do like another really challenging run of the game. I would say like my ranking, like my most difficult ones would be number 3 would be catalyst only, like no spells or anything, just hitting with a catalyst. Number 2 would be soul level 1 with a broken straight sword, and then this would probably be number 1. Did I say number 1? I meant number 2 and then number 1. Whatever. Okay, so got the DLC key. Yeah, I probably have enough agility. Hopefully. Okay, Lord number 3. I thought he was doing his fire attack. Dude, it has been so long in this game since I've misread an attack. I assure you it may seem that way, but it will become very, very boring very, very quickly. Because this is the run that's going to push me over into 3,000 hours of playing Dark Souls 2, so it's not a difficult fight for me. Oh, by the way, for anybody who struggles on that attack, the key is to... God damn it. Is to dodge very slightly early. I misread it again. Well, that's a rare attack. It's fire wrapped on the gods. Yeah, I'm not even gonna do Frigid Outskirts. Like, I'm going to do it, but I'm not gonna do it on stream. Because I'm gonna make a cloud save outside the boss spot. Because, I have a life to live. And I'm not gonna spend the rest of it in Frigid Outskirts of all places. Same goes for Dark Lurker. Well, there is at least one interesting thing about Ludenzahlen, assuming that's the boss fight you're talking about. The boss weapon that you get from their soul upgrades with Twinkling Titanite, which is not how it's supposed to work. They're supposed to upgrade with Petrified Dragon Bone. The Sunken King DLC also has a item that's an anomaly like that. What is it called? Drakeblood Greatsword. It upgrades with Petrified Dragon Bones, despite being, like, just a random item you can find. Okay, yeah, so the boss weapons, they give upgrade with Twinkling, so, yeah, that's about all that's interesting about that boss fight. Just thinking, is there anything else to say about it? Depending on how many players you have... Oh, I killed the boss. Depending on how many players you have, the boss, like, Zahlen drops down earlier. Now I'm gonna have to change that to a 15-minute video. Sorry about that, just had to delete a clip I took. Sorry if I'm not talking too terribly, or Jesus. Sorry if I'm talking terribly. I tried to say talking terribly and not talking too well at the same time. Did not work. But I am on 4 hours of sleep. I couldn't get back to sleep for whatever reason. And thank you, JD. And I decided to do the hardest challenge I've ever done in Dark Souls 2. Right after waking up, so you know. Oh, also I'm just terrible at talking in general. Yeah, I will be doing the Gank Squad. Unfortunately. Honestly, the boss fight, I mean, it's bullshit, let's be honest. But it's just so long and boring. Because you run over to Sarah, hit her a few times, she probably he actually. He dodges away. Be as annoying as possible. And then you run off a cliff, and then through the water, go back up, and repeat. So you can, like, get the other two off your back. Temporarily. And you just do that over and over again. Hoping not to get caught by a stray great arrow. And then you have to deal with the two melee guys at the same time, which is not fun because they weren't able to balance their AI correctly. Well, it's not that, they just didn't think about balancing their AI correctly. They, because the whole thing with the three, like, side areas. Oh, hello, DJ Dasho. Thank you for popping in. The whole thing with the three, like, side DLC areas, Iron Passage. I can't remember the name of the one with the NPC trio, but, and then the other one is Frigid Outskirts. They're meant for co-op. So they're like, oh, you know, it's fine if we don't do this, this, or this with the AI of the bosses. They were very, very wrong, expecting people to actually do co-op for that stuff. The weirdest thing about the whole sleep thing with, like, me not getting good sleep recently is that this is after I stayed up for 47 hours straight. And my brain was just like, not enough awake, and just, you know, woke me up after, I think I managed to get 8 hours total. I, like, slept for 4, woke up, slept for another 2, woke up, slept for another 2. And I've been having some sleep trouble since then. I think it might just be anxiety about an upcoming optometrist appointment. And you may think, well, what's wrong with that? Are your eyes bad? Or is there something, like, you're seriously concerned about? No, not really. I just have very, very bad social anxiety. 2 deaths.
Oh, I'm here. You even... The only thing...
I basically gave her the worst possible helmet.
Be safe.
For her, I guess the Elan Knight Captain helmet also works. Just because the Elan Captain and normal Elan Knight helmet, like, the back of it sort of flares upward. So it, you know, normally it wouldn't really be a problem, but with her specifically, because she's always looking slightly down, it's very obvious. It looks kind of goofy.
No interest.
Okay. Well, that's 14 of 41 bosses. Unfortunately, I know what boss is next. I've been putting it off, but I have to do it. Rune Sentinels. There is a solid probability, or solid possibility that I'm just gonna not, like, fight them for now. I'm gonna, like, get more strength or whatever. I just need to test my damage against them first. You missed. There we go. Oh, that's another interesting thing. I'm pretty sure boss poise, like however the system works, it regenerates faster than I can deal poise damage. So I don't think I have stunned a single boss yet. Even, you know, like wailing on them for 10 minutes straight. Okay, well, normally this part's easy. You just lure these guys, well, especially in there. You just lure them around, hit them multiple times with like a whatever weapon you're using, as long as it's not like a rapier or anything. Because you can just, any swiping weapon just destroys these guys. And then if you don't have a swiping weapon, odds are you're using a rapier or a spear or a lance. You can just get them in the doorway and hit them all in a row. But I have no range, and my swipes are kind of terrible, so, you know. Explode the barrel, please. Okay, that's on me. Well, that sucked. Got hit by the 3-hit combo. Okay, I forgot that guy was down there. I hope that breaking sound was one of them hitting a thing down there. It wasn't the exploding guy. don't know what just hit me. Okay, I know it hit me that time. I feel like one of those just kind of came out of nowhere. Isn't there an item in one of these cells? I know there's a phantom, yeah. Radiant Life Gem, that might actually be useful for this run, possibly. Okay. Just gonna wait for my health to go up further. That is acceptable. That is definitely acceptable damage. Well, I messed that one up royally. I never have to fight these guys at the same time, so I have no idea what I'm doing. You know, it'd be nice if they didn't block. God, that jump was faster than I thought it would be. I have no idea how to dodge that. Okay, no idea how I did that. You know what? For a gank boss, the Rune Sentinels are pretty good. I also wasn't fighting all three at the same time, so I don't know how that would have went. The boss fight actually took under 5 minutes. It's a shame you can't get their shield. Or their hammer, for that matter. You can use the Lucerne as a, replacement, but actually having their hammer and their shield would be nice. Because you can get their armor. You can use the Mira shield as a replacement for the shield if you want to do, a Fashion Souls of them. Ice Rapier, I guess. I mean, I'll obviously play a portion of the game with the... I can't remember the name of it. Rapier, just normal Rapier, because you have to get to the DLC to get the Ice Rapier. And you have to grind for it, which is annoying. The Great Sword is also another weapon that I like to use a lot. The mace, or basically any decent hammer, especially the homunculus mace.
Lest this.
Nope. And Dragon Slayer's Crescent Axe, I would say. Those are my top weapons. Spears can be fun too, sometimes. Maybe the winged spear. I mean, it's not the best, but it's just a generally fun spear to use. Especially if you're dressed up as one of the royal soldiers in Force of Giants. I did a run. I think I did that twice, actually, that run. Both times, very fun. Because it gives you access to a bunch of different weapons. Okay, so now I grab the key and kick Lost Sinner's ass, I guess. This is not the right bonfire. Just gonna grab a few items. How do I have 15 people watching this nonsense? Okay, 14 people. Didn't mean to insult anyone. I'm kidding, of course. Because, I mean, if I got the notification now that I dropped down to 15, that means they left earlier. Bet you've never seen that before. One of those guys actually surviving an attack. By the way, they boosted the shit out of the Pursuer's health in Iron Keep. And defense, for that matter. Because I tried killing him, I fought him for like a minute and realized, oh, I've only taken down like 1/20th of his health. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with this. I'll come back later. It doesn't really give anything that I need, just souls and the Ring of Blades +1, which I'll obviously sell. I don't know how I forgot about this, but another weapon that I absolutely love in this game is Ricard's Rapier. So that would be definitely another one of my like main weapons that I use. Well, here comes the fun part. Minus the fun part. I will never get the timing down for that. Which is probably why I'll never do a hitless run. Considering I have to deal with two of them at Drenlake Castle. Actually, you know what? Shrine of Amon, it's probably worse. That was close. My camera didn't turn quite as quickly as I thought it would. Like this, you mean? I mean, yeah, you usually don't put your fists together to hit stuff. But, I don't know, video game logic, I guess. Unless you meant the backstab, because yeah, that's pretty funky too. Hello, welcome to the stream. Just in time for Lost Sinner. Oh, she really wants to get that parry. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's actually my favorite game. Thank you. Hey, Joe Films. Just beat the last lord. Thank you. Jump scare warning, by the way. Just gonna check that my boss count is right. So 2 from here, 2 from here, or I guess 2 from here, 1 from here, 1 from here, 1. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, that's 16 bosses.
bit.
Haven't fought Executioner's Chariot yet.
Well, you what? And long ago. No, so he's quite. But we.
Well, I do have infinite of these now, so I could fight Executioner's Chariot. Thanks, Joe. I appreciate it. Have a good sleep. Unlike me. Hello, Squibby. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Yeah, this run has been... You know, it hasn't been that terrible. There have been a few parts here and there, but I'm at 16 of 41 bosses, so with only 2 deaths. Which, in case you don't believe me... Why does my character run like an absolute goober? Okay, but next up is Executioner's Chariot, which will be... I don't think it'll be too bad, because I've learned Skulls. Actually not that long. It's only been, let's see, a bit less than 12 hours, I think. Maybe around 11 and a half. No, you really need to learn some manners. You'll get your turn to die. Kind of funny that there's just a random skeleton over here. Because, like, all the skeletons in the area are either in there or in the cave over there or the boss room. Or boss rooms, I guess. But then they're just like, yeah, let's just put one right here because reasons. And now for the patience part, where I lure one of these guys out at a time. Fun fact about that whip, compared to all the others in the game, it deals the highest amount of poise damage. I think the description has something to do with it, or explains why. Because yeah, the whole point of this area was to like kill hollows and torture them and etc. This is gonna be fun. Okay, number 17. Easy boss. Not even 5 minutes. Yeah, that's one way of wording it. No, I think I'm gonna grab these real quick just because they sell for like 500 each. Hello, Sega Saturn. Welcome to the stream. Unless you've been here for a while and just been quiet, that's cool too. Blade, welcome to the stream.
Oh, well, that's no go, but
I don't think this... Oh my god. I don't think this guy sells anything useful. Okay, so I have access to a few, like, non-story bosses, or, like, required bosses. Side bosses, I guess that's the term. But they're all nightmares, so... One is Dark Lurker, which I'm gonna save until way, way later on. Chariot was kind of like the best of the worst. Honestly, it was like really easy with the alerting skulls. God, a big ass tongue. Okay, so then there is Royal Rat Authority, which absolutely not. Royal Rat Vanguard, would be very boring. But I could do it. And then there's one other. Right. The Gargoyles. Or I could head to Drenlake Castle. I could try the rats, I guess. Just doing this so I don't have to deal with the rats. God damn it. He moved at the wrong time, so my roll ended up going off the cliff because my camera perspective changed. How is Roy, of all the NPCs in the game, giving me trouble? To explain how quickly I usually kill this guy, I didn't know that he could two-hand his sword. I'll take that. That will definitely be useful for later. Of course, this is the stream where I'm like, I'm not going to stream for that long, and then YouTube's like, about to give this man the highest view count he's ever seen on a stream. Like, or at least at once. I don't think I've ever had 27 people at once watching one of my streams. So thank you all, assuming that this isn't part of YouTube's rampant bot problem. Royal Rat Vanguard is next. Actually, how long have I been streaming for? Under 2 hours. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna buy some more Luring Skulls. There's no way I'm gonna go through all of them, but I've been wrong before, so...
What? And long ago. Not so. He's quite. But we. Well, you're set. Why not? And meet the long ago. Not so. He's quite. But we.
I hope there's an option to pet her if there's ever a remake of this game. It does feel kind of weird though, doesn't it? When like a creature is the same level of intelligence as you, petting them. Actually no, I think she's technically higher level intelligence, right? Because she's kind of her own thing, like very powerful entity that we don't really know too much about. Thank you. Thank you a lot. I very much appreciate the subscription. And in case you're wondering, I will be making this into a video once I finish it. If I ever do. Considering Dark Lurker and Linzalin. Because those are pretty much like the giant roadblocks for this run. The NPC trio as well, maybe. Alana... I'm not sure about Alana. I guess it depends on her summons, because if she just keeps summoning skeletons, easy, because I deal strike damage, so... Okay, boss fight time. I have like made a few challenge videos, though mostly my stuff is like... Well, actually, what is my stuff mostly? I guess it is relatively spread out, though it's like almost all Dark Souls 2 stuff. I think I have a Shadow of War video, but that's like a complete anomaly. 2 Shadow of War videos, actually. Oh my god, the rats. Yeah, so this boss fight, it's not difficult, it's just a pain. Especially like the boss will be very easy because while all these rats are affected by Alluring Skulls, the boss is not. So I can just deal with the boss on his own. Oh boy, I've made quite the mess for myself here. The video I put the most effort into, I think it's the all bosses catalysts only, got just cucked by the YouTube algorithm. It got like absolutely no views, which sucks, but pretty discouraging. Okay. And there's the Vanguard. Maybe I should have put some poison moss on. I mean, to be fair, if someone was hitting you in the head repeatedly with both of their fists at once, you probably will get a bit of brain damage. Okay. Well, that makes my life a lot easier. Oh yeah, now I can join the Rat Covenant. But do I want to? It'd make getting through the other rat area easier, but I also wouldn't get invaded. Which, weirdly enough, is a good thing, because I can get Seeds of a Tree of Giant. Potentially. It's a random chance. Well, that was very lucky. That was only a difference of one invader. Usually it takes, I think, 3 or 4 invaders on average for another tree to spawn, or another seed to spawn. But yeah, let's go to the other rat area. I'm not fighting the boss because those tiny toxic rats are not affected by Alluring Skulls. And I don't have enough poison moss. Or damage. Well, actually, maybe I do. I don't know. If I can one-shot the tiny rats, then I do. Nope. I'm pretty sure once I get my strength up more, I will be able to one-shot them, because right now, like, damage-wise, I'm hovering around the, their defenses, so once you, like, get past that, your damage just starts going up like crazy. Because, I leveled up my strength at one point, and the enemies I was fighting, I went from, like, dealing 30 damage to dealing 100 or something crazy like that. Guthrie, I swear to God. Here's a fun fact that I say every single time I ever see her on stream. Guthrie is a woman, despite the name Bowman Guthrie. Also, she has a sword, which she uses to destroy obstacles, and never in combat. So mainly in, right, I forgot, spawned behind the crossbow slightly. So mainly in... Why do I want to say Huntsman's Copse? Brightstone Cove, Sildora. Because she spawns here and there. Since there's a bunch of like boxes and stuff on the ground, I guess they gave her a sword so she could break them. Sorry about that, I was just petting one of my cats. Sure, just give me a minute. She's not a fan of being held, so she'll definitely be vocal. Okay. I got her. Make noises. Luna. Really? The one time? Okay. Oh, careful. Christ, cat. The one time she doesn't make noises. Okay. Back to this nightmare. Oh, now she's making noise. Yes, tear up the furniture, please. It's interesting how underutilized the Gurm were, because originally the gutter was supposed to be like this huge, expansive area, more like a sewer system than what it is now. And the Gurm resided there, but unfortunately that never really came to fruition. 35 now. Why does every enemy in this game have the cat ring on? And I will not be dealing with that for a while. Where can I even buy poison moss? I never need to. Actually, I think it might be Goblin. The Rat Covenant guy might also sell it. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, I woke up, like, after getting 4 hours of sleep and just could not get back to sleep. And I was like, well, I did want to get, you know, a stream in this week, because I try and get one in every 7 days. It's actually funny, I sent a message to my Discord server, which, in case you're curious, in joining or whatever, it will be in the description of this stream after I end the stream, or you can just go to any other stream or the description of my channel to get the link. Okay, yeah, so he does sell poison moss. But yeah, I try and get a stream out every 7 days, and then, like, I sent a message to my Discord just saying, you know, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to do it, because I had some scheduling things, and I may or may not have stayed up for 70, or geez, not 70, 47 2 hours, or 47, what am I saying? 47 hours straight, Christ. Which, don't do that, it's not good for you. But yeah, I like some stuff that I need to do, and getting things repaired around the house, so I haven't really had stuff, or the time to stream. I'm not sure if I have insomnia. I definitely have something wrong with like how my sleep system works, because on average I'm like able to stay awake longer without feeling tired. But I still require the same amount of sleep, so my sleep ends up doing like a 180 every 2 weeks. Which is very annoying, but especially because it's always like, oh, whenever I want to like do something during the day, that happens to be when I'm awake during the night, and then so on and so forth. I live in Canada. Specifically Ontario. What was I saying about sleep? But yeah, I have this problem where, like, I feel like when I sleep, I'm wasting time. Like I could be doing something else. So, it's actually something that I've been working on getting over, and I've been doing pretty good with that, but it's just a pain. Oh yeah, so you thanked me for streaming. I would like to thank you for sticking around and watching, because it can get pretty boring when nobody's here. Because despite how this looks, like the idea of the challenge, it's not like I'm constantly staying engaged, because it's super challenging in every area and every fight and everything. There's only a few areas that are like that so far. And it ends up being, instead of being like a very challenging area, it ends up being a very annoying area. Because there's a very fine line, and Dark Souls 2 cannot walk that line well. Never done a no-hit run. I've thought about it, but it just sounds like a nightmare. Especially Shrine of the Mana. And I don't want to do it with a bow either, just because that's something in my brain makes me feel like that's a bit cheap. But also, Throne Watcher and Defender. Right at the end of the game are like basically the biggest risk for me, because I suck at fighting them, because they're a boss fight that sucks. It's a gank boss that isn't really spaced out well. But I have speedran the game. I think my record is, like, without any glitches or anything, 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 15 seconds. And that was with a custom route, not a, like, professional one, so. Okay, what next? Could fight the gargoyles, or I could respect myself and not do that. Dragon Rider duo it is. Thank you, I appreciate that. Welcome to the welcome to the stream, Pyro's car. Please don't say they're... Okay. It is actually kind of funny that, like, you guys keep saying that I seem chill and everything. Because normally, when I play games, I'm not really that chill. I mean, okay, I'm chill, but, like, I can get frustrated quite easily. Though I'm not the type to, you know, like, rage and throw my controller and yell. I usually just angrily sigh. But yeah, Dark Souls 2 is my absolute favorite game in the world, so it's kind of my chill game, even when doing crazy challenges. Should have seen the start of this run. It was pretty crazy because I was like fighting normal enemies and it would take me like a minute to kill some enemies. And Sign Knights especially took probably like 2 or 3 minutes. And this will sound crazy, but of all the bosses in the game that I've fought so far, fucking Prowling Magus and Congregation were the most difficult. Of all the bosses, the single boss that I have never died to in this game was the most difficult. Just because the mages heal and can cast Sacred Oath, which increases their defense. So they just go back and forth healing each other. And I ended up using like all my Estus and some life gems, killing them. Why am I doing this? I really don't need to. Sorry about that, I should have warned you that they kind of have like a strobing light effect when they use a certain attack. And there it is again. Why can't we use blue lightning? That'd be awesome. Like, you would imagine that, the Thorned Greatsword that you get from Looking Glass Knight's boss soul would give you, like, the blue lightning effect, but not so.
You have fought admirably on your journey, cursed undead.
Okay, so this is one of the bosses I've been dreading a bit. It'll probably be fine, because you can knock down the archer, or you can get the other Dragon Rider to knock down the archer by doing this. And he has like dramatically less health. Well, that's easy. The fight, I mean. Oh my god. Okay. So, at this point, just under 3,000 hours in this game, I didn't know Dragon Rider had a running attack. I have never seen that. It must be specific to that Dragon Rider. Because it is the only one with the, like, full black armor in the game. Okay. This should be easy enough to get through, I think. And I can finally get my last Estus shard. Okay, this could actually be bad. Yep, bad. Oh my god, screw off. Okay, should be fine from here. No, I'd say he has brain damage, but I don't think he has a brain. If Fun fact about these guys. So the model for their mask, I think it was some copyright issue, so they had to remove it. But it was like right at the end of development, so they didn't remove the hitbox for their head. So you can shoot them in the head, or hit them in the head as well, obviously. But yeah, so if you shoot them, it'll just be like an arrow or bolt sticking out of their non-existent head. Looks pretty funny. It is kind of weird though, because there is a mask in the game. For some reason they just didn't put it on them. To be fair, it looks incredibly goofy, so that's probably why. Well, that was somehow both more and less difficult than I thought it would be. It's kind of weird. This model is used throughout the game, the armor stand thing. Yet, that's not an armor you can get in the game. You can get the helmet, you can get like the chest piece and the one pauldron, but then the other pauldron's different. It's the normal knight set. Also, I don't think it's as shiny as that. Elevator time. Okay, well, nothing better to do than use souls. Because this thing takes 37 seconds, I believe. Which is how many people are watching right now. What a coincidence. I think it's just a spell in the other chest, which I can't make any use of. They really were like, let's make the coolest enemies ever, and then put 4 of them in one hallway, and then never touch them again. Like, probably one of the most underutilized enemies in the game. I know you can run past that, but I can't remember how to do it. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so this is a nightmare. Would you fuck off? Every time I get no openings. This guy has like absurd tracking, so I can't. Oh boy. I can't get any like backstabs on him. Quit it with the running attacks, please. Okay, if I remember correctly, the spear guy is a lot easier though. What was that? You know, I always kill him quickly, so I never realized how cancerous this fight is. Especially if you have low damage, because you can't kill them in time. So annoyingly aggressive. And he also infinitely spawns them, so that's nice. Might just have to switch the plan to like mainly aggroing on this guy. Have to split them apart as well. At least, yeah, I was about to say. Pretty sure he infinitely spawns them. And the problem is, they run towards me super aggressively. What was that? And then he also runs towards me super aggressively, so it doesn't give me open. So I just have to hope he decides to do something stupid while these two run at me. And then the spear one, very aggressive. Oh my god. And is able to attack quickly, so I keep getting hit by it as I try and run by. Okay, I forgot about that. And then there's that. His backslash, which he can just follow up anything with, and it's extremely quick, and despite me like even using just fist weapons, he's able to hit me with it. Quote unquote fist weapons, I mean fists. Same moveset. Nice. And that's another thing, they just attack and attack and attack. Like, even when you're out of their aggro range, because their attack animation, it just goes on for the whole thing, irrelevant if you're in the range. So it's not like they attack, and then if you're nearby, they continue. It's a full animation that's like multiple swings, which doesn't really make sense. Can you stop being stupid, please? Mistake. By the way, sorry if you heard me yelling earlier, just one of my cats is being very annoying. In another room though, like messing with stuff she's not supposed to. But I can't really do anything about it. Well, that's fair, doing your charge attack 5 feet away from me. Go. Any day now, I'd love another opening. Not really what I wanted, but 70 damage is 70 damage. This is exactly what I feared when it came to gang boss fights. Can you not be a hyper-aggressive asshole for a few seconds, please? I don't understand how they didn't change his AI whenever he has summons. Fuck off. Well, that was the worst Looking Glass Knight fight of my life. Apparently the boss fight took 15 straight minutes, so that's something. So I'm gonna end the stream once I get the next bonfire. I'll probably go level up. But then, yeah. Throat's starting to get a bit sore, and I'm tired and not really having fun anymore. But yeah, that's the end of the stream. Thank you guys for watching. I very much appreciate it. Sorry about getting a bit heated during the Looking Glass Knight fight. Join the Discord if you want. It's in the channel description. And yeah, that's about it. Like, subscribe, etc., etc. Or don't. It's up to you.